G'day folks, today I'm going kayak fishing at Lake Eildon. Hey you! You're watching Robbie Fishing. Well, welcome to Lake Eildon. I'm up at the Fords Inlet area of Lake Eildon because it's the closest part to where I live in Wangaratta. Now when you hear about Lake Eildon, or when you think Lake Eildon, the first thing you normally think of are giant Murray cod, because there's some absolute monsters that get caught in this lake. We read and hear so much and see so much about the cod fishery that Lake Eildon has become. But when I was growing up, there was a redfin fishery. So I'm assuming there's still redfin here. Well, I know there's still redfin here because I fished off the bank here last year and I caught a few. So today I'm up here targeting redfin. I've got my regular redfin rods, my trolling rod and my soft plastic rod. And I'm just going to work my way around using the same sort of redfin fishing techniques that I use at any other waterway, and just see if I can work out how to catch a redfin in Lake Eildon. There's a lot of growth under the water there, and I reckon there will be down deeper as well, because only a couple of years ago this was really, really low. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to trawl out past that regrowth and just see whether my lure fouls up or not. If it doesn't, I'll get in a bit closer. I'm starting off with the little Damiki Disco 38mm. Now I'm close to these trees here, and I have hit a couple of trees, so I reckon just trawling out past the edge of these submerged trees is going to be the go. I've hooked up, and wow, what a strike that was! That was there's got to be a small cod, I reckon. Just the way it can't be a redfin. It just hit too hard. I wish I'd caught that on film. It just went bang and almost pulled the rod out from. It's not overly heavy, but the strike was. It's got to be a cod just by the fight. That's got to be a cod. Oh, it's going to be a bit heavier now. We're going for a swim. I bet that's a nice yellow belly actually. Oh, as long as I see it. If I lose it, I can deal with that. It's a lovely yellow belly. And you know what? I'm going to keep it. And you know what else? For something different, I remembered my landing net. This is the one that young Brendan gave me in my mail time a couple of years ago. There we go. Folks, I am on the board with an absolutely stunning yellow belly. It's a pity that I didn't get the strike on film, because he hit that like a steam train. I made a video last year or the year before when I got a 70+ centimetre Murray cod trawling out of my kayak. This hit almost as hard as that. Well, I didn't get the hook up on film, but I got the fish on film, and what a beautiful fish it is. I'll get it out of the net and show you. Look at that. That is, for me, that is the perfect eating sized yellow belly, and I could not be happier right now. You ripper. I might just go straight over to the bank and gut that now so that I can get it under some ice in my esky. Well folks, I've just been to the bank and gutted that fish. It's under the ice and I'm excited. I'm disappointed that I didn't get the strike, but other than that there's nothing to be disappointed about, because what an awesome way to start. I'm targeting redfin, but I tell you what, yellow belly are certainly welcome in my kayak. Big shout out to Brendan from Brendan's Angling. He gave me this landing net. It's designed for trout, but I like to use it in my kayak more than anything. But on the bottom, it's got a tape, built-in tape in inches. Now that was 20 inches. It only goes to 18 inches, but the yellow belly was about 2 inches over, so it was 20 inches. I've had a look on Google, and that's 50.8 centimetres. So I'm going to say it's a 50 centimetre yellow belly. It might be a little bit over or a little bit under, but it's pretty close. This tree's probably had about 314,000 boats tied to it in the last 6 months. I've hooked up. I didn't get the hook up on film. I'm pretty sure it's a redfin, this one. And I'll tell you why I didn't get the hook up on film, because it's been 36 minutes since I started fishing again after releasing that yellow belly. I filmed for 20 straight minutes, absolutely nothing happened. So I thought, I'm just wasting memory card and battery power. So I stopped filming and I finally had another hook up. I'm going to trawl back through there just in case there's more there. That's sort of what I was after, believe it or not. Hopefully bigger. taken me a while, but I've got my second fish. That first yellow belly, I kid you not, I caught it 5 minutes after I started. I wouldn't have gone 100 metres. See you later, mate. There's a fair bit of depth around these trees here. There must be an old creek bed or something going through here. So I'm going to change to a larger lure that'll get down a bit deeper. It'll get down deeper, and also being around all this timber, there's more chance of there being a yellow belly or a cod. So I'm going to go to the smaller sized old mate lure. These are the ultimate all-rounder. They catch redfin, they catch yellow belly, and they catch cod. I've caught cod on them. It's hitting the bottom there now. That's a fish, actually. I reckon it's got a small redfin on it. I have too, you know. I thought I was dragging the bottom, and I've hooked a small fish. Must be a small fish. Look at that. I thought I was dragging the bottom. I was just watching the rod dance around a bit. Probably because this lure displaces a lot more water and pulls a lot harder. I'll crawl back through there in case there's another one in there. Potentially a bigger one. Got him. Missed. I had a touch. Got him. Got him that time. Oh, don't even get that. Got him. Got him this time. He's hit it 3 times and got off. This is a bit bigger, this one. I think. Maybe not much bigger. No, he's definitely a bit bigger, look. Ugh. Oh yes, he could nearly go in the esky, that fish. I could almost, I'm not going to worry about it because I've got that beautiful big yellow belly in there. But if I didn't, I reckon I'd keep that. Because I could fill it. That's a similar size to the few that I kept just recently from Lake Buffalo. I'm having a blast. I found some fish. They're in here. That's a fish. I was miles away, just thinking I better reel this in shortly before it starts getting shallow, because I'm right near the edge, and then I hooked a fish. They're just this side of that tree there. Not a bad fish either. It'd be a keeper on any other day. Oh, maybe not. Not as big as the last one. There must be just this side of that big dead tree. Gone. I've just got out for a stretch, and check this out. Somebody told me in the comment section recently that they put a board under their seat just to lift their bum up a little bit so they don't get a wet bum in their kayak. I haven't got a board, so I've used a chopping board. And it hasn't worked. See, look at the water pooling up in here. So the chopping board's meant to keep me above that, but look at how wet everything is. I've got a very wet backside. Just about to go fishing again, and I just noticed something. That pocket knife has been sitting there since I gutted that yellow belly earlier. Just casually just balancing there. Now I'm getting back out of the kayak again, because this time I'm snagged on this bit of elastic up the front here. I might clip my plastic right up the end here on one of these end runners. I love this. I absolutely love this. I was going to go to the Waranga Basin. Will I go to the basin or will I go to Eildon? I decided to go to Eildon and come here just for something different. I love the Waranga Basin. I just love that place so much. But I also love going to different places and trying different things. I love trying to crack the code and work it out. I could have asked any number of people for help today. What's the best bait? What's the best lure? What are they biting on? What area is the best? But I don't want to. I just love to come over and just try and nut it out, try and figure it out. There could be some really good fishing somewhere in the lake that I don't know about. I could be at that spot catching more fish, I don't know. But I just love sitting here trying to figure out what to use and how to use it. And well, I've done it right today. I've caught 4 or 5 redfin and a cracking yellow belly. And I've still got about an hour and a half of daylight left. I just had a real nice strike. I'm going to go back through there. I know exactly where that fish was. I'll turn around now and go back through. That was a nice strike, that. Got him. While I was reeling it in. Oh, he got off. No, that was a decent fish. No way. Oh, got him. He came back. He got off again. No. Right, it's 5 o'clock. I am going to put a fresh battery in my camera and then troll all the way back to the car in one continuous go. And I'm going to be filming the whole way. So if I get a strike, I won't miss it. Rightio. Let's begin the journey back. My feet are very cold. Yeah. Got him. Oh yes, good one. Oh, this has got to be another big yellow belly, I reckon. Oh yes, got it all on film this time. Whack. Not as hard as the last one, but still decent whack. Doesn't feel as big, I don't think. It's a nice fish, but it's not as big as the last one. Well, it's going for a swim now. My guess, 40 centimetre yellow belly. And that's about right. That's about what it is. Yeah, he didn't hit as hard as the last one, but he certainly still hit hard. Beauty. Where's me landing net? Brendan from Brendan's Outdoors. If you're watching, you are a legend. I carry this with me all the time, this net, but I don't use it all that often because usually I'm only catching little redfin. That is a beauty, and I'm going to throw that in the esky as well. One for me, one for Dad, and he's going to be stoked. Bit harder to unhook this one though because I haven't, that lure I was using before only had 2 single hooks and they were barbless. There we go. Look at that. Lovely yellow belly. Oh, I reckon around 38-40 centimetres. Not as big as the horse that I got earlier, but still a beautiful fish. You ripper! What an amazing afternoon I'm having. That one can just sit on the bottom of the kayak there now. The other one was a bit too big. It was taking up too much room on the floor. And that's the truth. It was just didn't fit under my leg. This one does just. And that'll be right to sit there until I get back to the car. I'm just having a blast here tonight. I'm covered in slime. Well, where was I? That's right, I was singing Hunger Strike. Well, I don't mind stealing bread from the mouths of decadence. Yeah. There we go, what have we got here? Ah, a lipless crankbait. I think that's a jackal. Did jackal have jackal written on it? Because I can't see jackal written on it. Oh yeah, TN60. These things are worth about 25 bucks, I think. They are. I'm now in possession of my very first ever jackal. And I've taken about 20 metres of fishing line out of the lake. Beauty. That's the best bit. Well, I just suffered my first casualty, that small old mate that's caught all but one of the fish. So I'm going to change to a little one well. I've only got a few hundred metres till I'm back at the car. I'll give this little one well lunch, the 50mm I think it is. I'll give that a swim. These are a proven redfin catcher, and they, I'm sure a yellow belly would have a crack at one. I'm going hungry, I'm going hungry, yeah. Got him. Whoa, big one, good one. Good fish. Oh yes. Gee, hit that hard. That's got to be another yellow belly. Not even fighting now. Maybe it's not a yellow. Got to be a cod. They generally hit hard and don't fight very well. There we go, a bit of a head shake now. It's not a big fish. Similar to the last yellow belly I caught. And it is. It's another yellow belly. A little bit smaller than the last one. This one's going back. I reckon it'd be a legal fish, just. On the one well lunch. I'll get that out before I do anything else. It'd be comfortably legal. It'd be mid-30s, but I've got a couple here, so. Uh-oh. Yellow belly number 3. See you later, mate. Awesome. The first one was 50, or give or take a little weeny bit. Second one here is about 40. I reckon that one's about 35. Oh, that one took the little 50mm one well lunch. Gee, they hit the lure hard. They don't stuff around. They just go bang. Now there will be links and information, including discount codes to everything that I used in this video, in the video description below the video. Folks, I've had an awesome afternoon. I've caught 3 yellow belly, half a dozen redfin, and I've just had a wonderful time. Thank you all very much for watching.